Good. Is we live or is we live? Morning, good morning, good morning. I got on my war clothes this morning. Y'all know I'm a day person, so I like to get these lives in the daytime. Um, I'm just going to give you an overview of my plans today because I plan to plant my moringa trees. I plan to plant my echinacea and my onions and my zucchini. And so here we go. Well, I didn't finish my haul completely, and I brought that up for a reason. Because I'm going on a diet. I'm going on a diet. I see that I have a problem when I go in the store and hey, good morning, love of my head. Let me I didn't want to ill advise you on anything gardening because I'm not a master gardener. I learned from my mistakes. Those cilantro, if you already got them in the ground and they not standing up, I was going to show you what I do to help them along. Um, Hold on a second. I'm gonna go get my mint and demonstrate it to you. Okay? I'll be right back in a second. Okay, this is my mint plant. Okay. Now this would appear like it's leaning over, but this is actually a mint's normal way to grow. It shoots runners out and they seem like they can't stand up. But it's fairly easy to get them to stand up. And what I use is plastic straws. I would take a plastic straw like this, stick it in there with the plant carefully, not to hurt the roots. Hey, Miss Annette B, good morning. How you doing, sister? And then you can tie a string. Now I got a kitchen string and twist ties, but just a string of some kind. I'm gonna get a twist tie. And you just help it along. Now I'm just using a wire, but you can get the string that I'm talking about from the grocery store. It's the same kind of string you use for a rotisserie chicken to tie up the legs. But I'm just demonstrating how you would do it. That will help them stand up. Eventually, and you don't want to do it too tight because you don't want to cut off the circulation for the plant. Okay? And eventually it will stand up. It will gain strength. and stand up on its own. So don't panic because they leaning. Anytime you transfer a plant from its original home to another situation, that's shock to the plant. So it might do some leaning. And that's normal sometimes. That's normal. Now, this is a mint plant. This is the normal way it grows. But sometimes you could break a branch accidentally. If you tie it to a stick, or you could use a stick or straw, you could use a stick off the ground, tie it to there, like I did with the wire, and that will help the plant gain strength. Because that's what happened to my calla lilies in the basement. They grew so tall. They loved that environment in my basement so well. They grew so tall that they got crunched by people who was cleaning out the basement when it was shit backing up into my basement. And so they just moved and shifted the plants without really any consideration to the plants. So they leaning all over too. And it's too early to put them out. They not ready to be outside every day yet either, because the same thing that happened to my basil would have happened to them calla lilies. But I got to go do the same thing. Get a stick, brace some of those plants because they never got worked out outside. So they didn't gain the strength in the stem part to hold up to wind. So the plants need the wind to get stronger. So all my little basil I grew inside, they don't know nothing about outside weather. So they just got swung over and was leaning. Both the basil plants didn't make it from me transferring from inside to outside. But my mint plants, they doing fine. They doing great. So back to what I wanted to talk about. I'm on a diet of buying gadgety stuff and things and anything that I don't actually really actually need. But this one I was just too hard to resist. It's a keeper onions. This is something I felt like I did need. I didn't need before I saw it on the shelf in the store. Yeah, I mean, it's going to reward you. The more care you take of your garden, it's going to reward you by beautiful flowers that's therapeutic. You having a bad day, or food, nourishing. Speaking of food, um, I ain't impressed with none of the food we get to choose from. But anyway, back to this. This is an onion keeper. I got it because I'm always cutting an onion and only using part of it. And so I wanted a cool thing to tell it apart from everything else. And I like that. An onion keeper. Anyway, I want to show y'all my food. This is the part of my life I never share. So when people ask, put something else on my to-do list, I just laugh. I just laugh because they just don't have no idea of my life. There's my groceries sitting on the floor because I was too exhausted to put everything up. Once I shopped for it and my son brought them in, it was a wrap for me. So I didn't have the energy to even put my food up. Hey, cool chica vlogs. Hey, Sister Hutchinson. All right, and speaking of mail, I got mail of my own. I didn't know you was gonna buy me some more. Mm, child, sucking on this lollipop. Drooling. I got some new seeds of my own I want to share. So, but I want to talk about this food. Somebody asked me about my zucchini. The reason why I'm determined to grow it this year It's because they rush this food to the market and it's not in the best shape. So over and over again, I have tried to get mangoes. Mangoes is my favorite fruit of all fruits, and I'll get the ones that well really didn't have no choice because most of them was green and rushed. Mm-mm. I'm not going for the green mangoes no more. I thought it was something you could make out of mango soda, but they decay, and the refrigerator does not prolong the life of any fruit. That's not true. That's why you don't see no refrigerator in fresh food. Tell me where you seen a refrigerator where there's fresh food. You don't. Hey, Annette B, good morning. Good morning to you all, sisters. It ain't no such thing. So I made sure I got red mangoes that had a lot of red to them because they rush the stuff to market. And I same thing with the limes. I got a whole bag of limes. I put them in the refrigerator. They didn't prolong nothing. They still dried up and curled up too quick. And they was already too small coming off the tree. They should have been a lot bigger, but they was little old like golf ball size limes. So I still didn't get to do nothing with them. People, you have to check your zones where you live. And it's still not too late uh, for potatoes in some zones. Um, and you don't have to get it from seed. You can start your new crop of potatoes just from real potatoes. So don't let that stop you. And I'm going to show you my potatoes outside. And take this laptop outside. Now, if I can't see, then I'll just come back with a non-live one. But I told y'all my videos do double and triple work, so I'm also putting up my food. Thank God it survived me. Because I would mess up a lot of stuff because I'm exhausted. Exhaustion, fatigue takes over and sit your ass down no matter what plans you might have. Also, Di asked me about Dr. Sebi. It's certain stores I go to just because I can only get them there. I can only get this large grapeseed oil from from Walmart. All the rest of them, you will get bottles half this size for the same price of $7. So you really got to shop around when you trying to still live alkaline. I am going to show y'all the dish I make out of brown rice and quinoa pasta. That's what I stocked up on. And I brought this up to say to you guys, you can make stores change their behavior by demanding what you would like to see on the shelf. I use grapeseed oil exclusively. I used to swear by canola oil, but because of Dr. Sebi, I switched to grapeseed oil, and that's all I've been using for the past year. So I swear by Sebi. I'm Sebi for life. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to go to a different lifestyle. I'm Sebi for life. I'm trying to graduate to leaving that cheese alone, but I ain't quite there yet. So, this is a pasta that I get from Aldi. I consider it expensive, on the expensive side, but then I came to the conclusion: what's your health worth? What's your health worth? So I spend the money because I like this. It's filling, easy to digest, loaded with fiber. Now they used to sell a coconut spread that I used on my potatoes. It tastes just like butter, and I hate they discontinued it. But with my spy glasses on, I caught an employee saying that I can request them to start stocking it again because they said if people don't say anything, they just don't know. So it takes opening up your mouth and letting people know. The people gotta let them know what they want. And what they don't want is no canned fucking pork and government cheese. We don't want that. And I'm gonna do everything in my power to fight that and educate people otherwise. You don't want that. Anyway, I got my regular supplements. And that's it on the food too. Oh no. One more thing. The zucchini. I've been to 3 major food chains in my area. That's including Walmart, Aldi's, and my local grocery store, County Market and Shopping Center. All they zucchinis was tied through and delayed. Rushing it to market. That's why I want to grow my own. That's what motivates me. I want to have the best. I don't want it to come off the tree until it's ready to come off the tree. Because that's the best stage. They were meant to come off at a certain time and not ahead of time so it could be rushed to market. That's a big problem with me. So these ain't even hardly green. They barely green. They should have a dark green look to them. And they barely green. They barely green. Rushing it to market. I hate that personally. So it is what it is. That's all I had to choose from. And that's what I got. And when I got it, I got the darkest ones on the table. Otherwise, they really wasn't even ready to be sold. But this whole mentality of, a set certain time to be selling certain things, they cheating us. They cheating us out of nutrition and the best quality of food by rushing it to market. We need to be more conscious and get more involved in community gardens. I think that's a better way for us, food wise, instead of having the stuff shipped way from other locations where they get banged up and dinged up and taken off the tree too soon. Ever since I learned about Dr. Sebi, I understand that food is life. Now, here's the brand of spread I used to get from Aldi's. This was so good. And I'm going to demand that they start restocking that again. I think they only stopped because it just nobody said they demanded or wanted it. And your voice carries a lot of weight because marketers look at for every one person that says something, you represent 10,000 people who feel the same way and don't say anything. Believe me, TV shows, you wonder how some TV shows get on the air. That's why, because they know majority of people don't say nothing. And that one person who does say something, they represent thousands of people. So speak up. Now I'm gonna be speaking up for uh all these to re, reconsider stocking this because it's good. In my local grocery store, it costs too damn much. I ain't got $7 to just spend on a spread, a butter spread. So I'm gonna put my mint back outside and then take y'all outside with me to show y'all the other stuff I'm trying to do. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Now, what's gonna be hard about showing y'all my potatoes If the shade is gone, I won't be able to see the laptop screen. Ooh, I'm so clumsy. Y'all know clumsy is my middle name, right? Anyway, I plan to have them weeds in my backyard with this. And the people who grow potatoes or trying to grow potatoes, I'm gonna show y'all the stage where I'm at with mine. If I don't trip on these stairs, and if I don't lose connection. Okay, y'all know I always have to deal with the train, the track. Okay, can y'all see that? Okay, yeah, I can see the screen. Can y'all see the potatoes? You see how they got sprouts coming up? This is the point. That's the point where you have to heal it. Healing is a process of taking more soil and covering it up because you don't want none of the stem to show. The stems is sensitive to sunlight. So I got her and get them covered up. So excuse me, I'm gonna heal up these potatoes. And that's what healing up is. You cover them up. Okay. Y'all see that? You cover them up till you can't see the plant no more. And that's called healing. Potatoes need that because their stems is not supposed to show in the growth process. Now, if these birds don't attack me, I gotta be cautious because the mama and daddy will sure come in and protect their babies. And yes, the train literally goes through my backyard. Okay, there's on my mint plant. That's survived the winter. Ain't she big and pretty? She is so big and pretty. So she survived the winter. And I want my whole yard like that. But as you can see, my yard has been taken over by plants I don't want to grow. So it's a perfectly beautiful, perfect day weather-wise. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. In fact, it was a little bit too chilly for me to get started. And the only reason why I didn't make the boy just spread his chest out because he don't recognize plants when he sees those are carrots that survive the winter. So I didn't want him to just go dropping the chips on top of my carrots. Now, the last thing I'm gonna mention in this video is the seeds I just got by mail. So I'm gonna go back up on the porch for this. I hope I don't fall, because I'm clumsy. Okay. Now, I got these seeds from a company online. A whole bunch of spearmint. I hope that everywhere you seen those weeds were, that it's gonna be. So what I got was some more sage. But look at that cool container. I love that. And this is a company called Urban Garden Seeds. So they cater to the urban gardener. So I got me some more echinacea because I want that all around. That's a healing plant. I got some more marigolds. I really didn't need to get no more. I didn't know I was going to get more. I ended up come up on the Dollar Tree getting a bunch of them. And this is some more lavender seeds. I love these vials. So I got sage, lavender, echinacea, and marigolds. Marigolds is great for the mosquitoes because our mosquitoes get bad. Hey, lockhead boss lady, how you doing? Yeah, I'm playing catch up. My Facebook group wondered what happened to me, and I had to let them know I got to go back to my channel that I was running away from, hanging out with y'all. So, here on the home front, this is what I'm doing. I'm making my lives chronicle my journey with gardening. I don't want to give up. I'm determined. I'm doing it at the right time. Time usually be the thing that work against me. And then the videos, doing the editing, that's time consuming. That shit just don't crank out instantly like these lives do. I wish they did because it'd be a lot more videos up, especially instructional videos. You could call YouTube. I did not know that. Baby, if you get to a person, please let me know. Because all my little fights and struggles and squabbles I had with YouTube, I never got a telephone number or to a person. So your search game better than mine. I'm sick of YouTube. When they sent out the notice saying they getting rid of messages, I'm sick of them. They just robbed me of all my contacts. So I literally got started all over anyway. And I'm slow dragging to Patreon because Patreon not really my solution because there's other things I want to do with my website. I want to have other features besides just putting videos up. They sent out a notice to me. I don't know if it went out to everybody, but they getting rid of messages. Now, I was mad that my messages had been cut because I'm so-called on punishment. But after my punishment so-called was over, then I get the notice saying they're not bringing messages, private messages to each other back. I think I'm going to make a video about that. Would be petty and put it on Patreon only. Yeah, did you notice I signed this up as a patron because I believe we have to get in the mindset that we got to support the positive people. If we don't support them, only the wretched would get up to the top. Only the ratchetness and the negativity and the coons and the the messy motherfuckers will have the top spot. We have to support the ones that you believe are bringing to you the quality content that you deserve or want, even if you don't deserve it. Shelly, I saw the live last week. Roberto Blake talked about the copyright. Yeah, and the messy only wins, Miss Lockhead, boss lady, because we don't support the positive. So I went right there on S. Hutchinson's Patreon and joined her. I'm a patron. Now the problem I had with Patreon is that I want to set one price for subscription. I want people to still be able to join my website for free. But certain videos that I create, no, I want to get paid per video. I got a video at 101,000 views. If I had got a nickel off 101,000 views, that's a nice little piece of change I could have paid a bill with. Yes, we all should be supported. And that's what I feel that S. Hutchinson does better than most. And I followed in her footsteps. Patreon is just another platform that will accommodate videos. Not many websites accommodate videos. You got your Vimeo, you got YouTube, Facebook just now within the past couple of years just started doing it. And YouTube. You got YouTube, Vimeo, now Patreon. But Patreon's history is gamers. Now, it's a lot of gamers, and gaming is a big deal and a whole genre unto itself. And so Patreon allowed those gamers that were on YouTube to be able to make money for their gaming videos because YouTube kept being on some shit with the gamers. And so that's how Patreon got, that's their history and how they got their platform going where they feel like they could do a better job than YouTube as far as monetizing your content. So I respect what they're doing, but people need to know their background to understand why their website, in my opinion, because I'm kind of picky, because I want to be a webmaster, so I pick websites apart for what they have and don't have, and Patreon don't have enough features for me to embrace them. I finally found one that had all the features that I was looking for. I'm just not dropping the name yet until I get set up. That's what I learned from my son. My son said, "You be talking too much. You tell off your ideals, and motherfuckers run with it." Kaya's still doing it. She was doing it in her gag water. You got an idea. You got to keep that shit to yourself till you get established. But I set up an account on Patreon, but Patreon wants me to make a decision whether it's going to be subscription or per video. And that's the decision I wasn't prepared to make, because when it comes to educational videos, I don't want no poor person not to ever be able to access the knowledge for free, because knowledge is power. I've been one of those little kids in the projects, hungry and had no money, but my brain was hungry for knowledge. And I'm glad the internet is free. I'm glad I had access to YouTube and other websites to get the knowledge. And I don't want to be locked out of it because I ain't got the $9.99 monthly subscription fee. However, when I see people that follow me for years, I feel like, people who got my back or supportive to me, I feel like I'm worth $1. I'm worth $1 a month. I'm a Patreon to a lady called My New Me. She's a YouTuber on this platform, and running into her was life changing. I would never have the courage to open up and come out the closet on my clutter. How about that? So she gets $1 from me automatically every month out of my account, and I gladly give it to her. Now, I'm worried about her because I haven't seen her post up any new videos, and she could be sick. That's what I admired about her, because she showed that other side that Your life could get out of whack and out of order just because you don't feel well. If you in chronic pain, you done had back surgery, you got all kinds of other health issues. Who getting up to sweep and mop the floor and wash dishes? Not I. I just came off for 2 days of collapsing for the shit that I did over the weekend. So it is what it is. So I put the work in when I can, and when I can't, I just don't. That's why I got my little intro, the glasses on. It's okay to not be okay, because there's times when you just ain't fucking okay. You just not okay. And it's okay. I forgive myself. I was the hardest on my for not being okay. And I'm giving everybody who deal with chronic pain and fatigue or any other chronic condition, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to not be okay. Ain't no perfect people. So anyway, I know I can't hold this laptop and do what I gotta do, which is attack those weeds. My brother said I'm the only girl he knows that had tools. When he came to my house, he said I forgot what he was helping me fix, but everything he mentioned, he's like, "You got a so and so? Yep, I got it. You got a so and so? Yep, I got it." Your girl keeps her tools, and she's still a girly girl. It's my tool bag. Yep, I'm one of those. So any guy coming into my world need to run and put a hurting on them weeds in the backyard. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm gonna destroy them babies now. I didn't know you two Stephanie is your sister. No, I did not. Hey Brandy, how you doing? We had a good chat this morning. Thank you, sister. I appreciate your support and joining me on this live. I only had a little bit of overviews to talk about because I made sure I did not buy anything extra when I went shopping. No extra, none but that little onion thing. And I'm proud of myself because I get caught up with stuff, seeing stuff that I really didn't really need, but it just caught my eye and I had to come out the store with it. I'm trying to really scale my life down to a tiny lifestyle. My goal is to build a tiny house right there on that big lot and drive away with my house. That's my dream. And I scrape to find black people thinking that same way. But white folks, saltines, whatever you want to call them, they braced it a long time ago. It's a lot of people don't want to be bothered with no mortgage or no rent. Never no more. And I'm at the age I don't want to have to deal with moving a bunch of stuff. Never again. To no other destination, to no other storage closet, no other. I want everything that I need contained in a tiny home that I can drive away with. So that's my purpose of decluttering my new me. That's a channel that made me have the brave, because you got to be brave to admit your flaws to the public. And she gave me the courage to open up about that. So, you know, if you messy and got messiness for me, I'm not your girl, because I'm the girl who goes beyond reporting and blocking. I goes to administrators, IP addresses, hosting companies until I get justice. So I'm just, I'm sweet. I got a good heart. I'm good people. All I want to do is do right by my people. I don't want to be ones named and mentioned in the history books as the ones who exploited or pimped my people. I want to empower my people. And people, you homeless, you need to be thinking tiny. People, you got a mortgage you can't manage, you need to be thinking tiny. Living large in a tiny house. Check it out. As such as when you emailed me my phone number. Yeah, I called you, but you know what? Y'all, I've been chronicling my life with this phone situation. My phone been off 2, 3 days straight. Don't, don't. If it's gonna come back on, I think this is it. I didn't had to keep doing that freeze thing over and over, and I think one freeze too many because I knew it was a risk having to freeze it, but that was the only way it would come back on, and my phone would not come back on. So your girl just been on online searching out the best price for a new motherboard because I'd rather just go ahead and give me another motherboard and fix the shit myself. I'm tired of with the runaround with Samsung, and I've been documenting it, my evidence, so that when the class action suit actually come forward, move forward, I got plenty of evidence. So that's why I was throwing that in. Yeah, my phone's still acting up. I'm sitting up here with no form of communication. If it wasn't for me being techie, I wouldn't be able to call nobody. But I use Hangouts. I've been using Messenger, and that's fucked up when Facebook can get through and be your communication over and above your phone. You paying uh, a phone bill for. My son pays my cell phone bill. I don't have to pay for cell phone service. So it's not the service that's the problem. It's the damn phone. And fuck Samsung. I'm not moving to Note 8. I'm keeping my Note Edge because that's a good ass fucking phone. It's one of the best. It's the top dog. It's the big daddy. But was raped by Samsung. Lollipop update, and my phone ain't been right since. So I'm just gonna I'm just gonna fix it myself. I'm tired of the run around. I just didn't want to give up that money. I didn't want to give up that money. I thought, well, Samsung did reach out to me from Facebook and say send it in. Yeah, my Samsung's is the best. I still got my tablet from 2000. My tablet Q1 Samsung, that motherfucker still works. I got a Note 3, Galaxy Note 3. Ain't no problems except y'all said when I do the lives on there, it's no audio. I can't figure out what the problem is there because the audio works fine when I do a regular video that's not live. So I just think it's the software because Note 3 is, an older phone in comparison to live streams, which is a newer technology. So I think that's the only breakdown there. But the Note 3 itself, that motherfucker working perfect, just fine. And I got tons of video footage I need to upload that I did get that you can hear the audio perfectly. It works great. It works great. But none of them beat my Note Edge. I was a Samsung user for years. They made quality phones, but they fucked up with Note 7. And I feel like they trying to make up for that and force the Note 4 and Note Edge people into the Note 8. And I ain't having it. Right. YouTube didn't roll that out to all the devices. So, right, I think it's a software issue why you can't hear the audio when I use the Note 3 because everything else on that phone worked perfect. The only thing that was wrong with that phone was the charging port. And that was just me. Comes, kicked the cord out, yanked it out, or somebody else yanked it out carelessly. So it wasn't charging right. But I fixed that. That motherfucker worked perfect now. No problems. I use it all the time. And it was sitting in a box all this time. I was planning to give all those devices away. I got 3 Samsung tablets, one Kindle Fire, uh, one Galaxy Note 3. I wasn't planning on using that. That was my backup phone. Cause Trina, my Galaxy Note Edge, Trina, the baddest bitch, been raped by Samsung. That's the only reason why I still have those devices. Otherwise, I would have been gave them away. I intended for them to be prizes or raffles because I was blessed to have them, and I wanted them to be a blessing to someone else. So it's a software problem. Because hardware don't keep coming on, going off, and keep coming back on later. Hardware, when some fail, that's it. It goes kaput. It's done. It's a wrap. It ain't no in between stages. So that was software, and I feel it was deliberate. I feel this allegedly. I feel it was deliberate. That was a deliberate move on the part of Samsung. And Samsung ain't the only one that's doing that. The iPhone, you motherfuckers had that same problem too. They did it to y'all. All of a sudden, one update, your phone rendered useless, and they wanted you to jump over to that iPhone 10 and spend another $1,000 when your 6 or 5 was working good enough. Yeah, it happened to y'all too. So this ain't no just on Samsung. This is a common practice. Which this is what I've been preaching about for the Illinois right to repair. We have legislation on the book to prevent this or try to prevent companies from dropping the ball like this because this affects all types of things like your cars. I don't drive, but a lot of you people drive cars that's computerized. And guess what? When that motherfucking manufacturer get tired of supporting your particular model, you ass out. Okay, S. Hutchinson. Okay, I'll go over there to Share's Life and check her out. I've been putting your links everywhere. Been putting them on my videos and pinning it up to the comments because that's the work that people don't see that we people like us will put in. And y'all don't even understand how important that is. As tedious and boring as links are, that is the lifeblood of finding people on the internet. So I appreciate what S. Hutchinson does. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to Windows, Brandy, because I still like the Lumia. The Lumia 950 XL had better features on it than the Samsung, and that phone about 5 years old. It had a better camera, megapixel camera, more memory, lots of features, lots of technical features. Me, like a techie, gonna look at specs. I don't look at names. So I think I'm going to go to. I'm not hating on nobody. You can hold on to your iPhone because one thing I can say about iPhone that they had over Windows and Samsung Android is it is more user friendly. If you're not really a high tech person, iPhones are easier to use. But they cheating y'all. They ripping y'all off for hardware. They cheating y'all big time. I've been seeing that. So me as a techie, I go for hardware, and I think I'm going Windows. I'm sick of Google in every form, shape, or fashion, especially and because of YouTube. Um, I want to go Windows because I'm used to my office products, products that I um, have used over the years, and I want it to be compatible. I don't want no fucking background programs running in the background like with Android and not compatible with my Windows software, which that's what all my computers are. I don't have a Mac computer, so my computer ain't compatible with iPhones and Macs. I'd rather go Windows, so yeah, I'm with you. We we see we on the same page, Miss Brandy Williams. Yes, ma'am. You too, Stephanie. I was just discovering my updates of what I'm going to be doing, which I did one of them on screen, which show people, where I was at with my potatoes, and I'm going to be going ahead and planting my other plants, which is my moringa tree. Now, one thing I want to share with y'all about why I keep on mentioning moringa, the moringa tree is one of those superfoods that contain 108 of the vitamins and minerals that our bodies, out of the 112 that our bodies need every day. 108 comes with just that moringa leaf. They have cured um they have cured hunger in some third world countries just by teaching those people how to grow moringa trees. It originated in India, they brought it over to Africa, and they have cured malnutrition in some third world countries just from that tree. So I say yes to a plant like that. Yeah, I want to grow the tree and make my own powder. And from what I could see, they just grind the powder up and put it in everything. Soups, casseroles, whatever you make it. You put it in everything. And you get it. It's like taking a multivitamin, but it's coming from the moringa tree. You get 108 out of the 112 vitamins and minerals just from that one plant that you get from. Uh, you can get it from that one tree. Anyway, so yeah, I'm finna tie this one up. Yeah, look, Blackhead Boss Lady, so many of them young cats, and see, that's a young thing. They was trying to get me to go over to IG. I ain't got time for that. I was considering it for the lives, because when I seen Kaya do lives, I didn't even know IG had lives. Um, I was kind of one too, but what happened to her account, I ain't having it. I ain't having it. So I'm just going on to my own network because I've been had my own domains. I've been paying for them for years. I own them. I ain't none of Kaya talking about some I own and don't really. Yeah, I signed up for Patreon, but I haven't made up my mind how I'm gonna proceed with them, whether it's gonna be subscription or back per video. Um, that's where I'm stuck at. I don't have that particular issue with the one I really want to go with, which I will spill all the tea on the one I actually go with. I plan to be open this month. That's my goal. That's what I'm gonna be working on. That for life on my own social network, running things the way I want to, like them lip stank alley bitches. The difference is on my own network, I can choose the pay scale. I can set up a shop. I can set up a like a shopping cart and have some videos that are for sale without having it be a subscription base to join my website. I don't want people to be cut off of knowledge because they don't have a monthly subscription fee. So I want to be able to sell certain videos and other ones always be available for education. So I want the freedom, but on the one that I found, you had the freedom to blog, you had the freedom to do videos, do video chatting, live streams, all that. You don't have all that choice with Patreon. They force you to either choose subscription or per video. I don't like that part. But other than that, it was easy to set up. I like everything else that I did see because you definitely ain't gonna have them damn lurkers and stalkers that messy motherfuckers that ain't got nothing better to do. They definitely people that come to your Patreon is definitely people who want to be there. Cause ain't no stalking motherfucker gonna pay to come see you. You gonna get rid of a lot of the messy motherfuckers. Yeah, you can always delete it. So I open mine up and I just haven't made the choice. I might just go with the straight one shot $1 thing like S. Hutchinson did, or I may not open up at all because if I finish what I'm doing with the network that I want to go with, that I seen Boyce Watkins go with, and that's a good sign to me, I'm gonna stick with them because I'd rather promote something that I own than somebody else's platform. Anyway, ladies, I just came on here quickly because it takes forever for me to get the rest of the videos that I gotta edit uploaded. So that's why I keep doing these lives, and I just wanted to give you all an overview of what I was trying to do. How do you choose $1 thing? It's on there. It give you the levels, the tiers that you want, $1 or rewards to a higher person. I'd be willing to do a run through, make a screenshot, and teach y'all step by step on that one if you want me to. But I ain't gonna waste no time if it ain't that important. Um, uh, yeah, I learned from Lipstank. Hey, Davita Jane, how you doing? You coming in on the end of this one. Yeah, I would try to limit all the man to the 1 hour mark, and I'm at 55 minutes. Um, you can check it out at the beginning. I was just going over, how we got to demand more of these food deserts that we live in. We got to demand that they not be rushing and stuff out to market. Get involved with community gardens. Ain't you the one that said you joined yours? We have to do more of that. A lot of us sit back and say, oh, well, I'm in an apartment. I ain't got no house. I ain't got no yard. Well, it's community garden. That concept is growing, and it's growing among the saltines, for lack of a better term. And we black folk need to wake up and snap out of it and get with the program. I am great. You say you great, super happy. I got my space, and it's worth it. It's worth it. It's so worth it. I'm so proud of my efforts in my little garden in my yard. I feel blessed to have it. I turned my nose up at this little house when I first moved to it. My daughter's like, "This is what I imagine you in." I'm like, "How's she gonna determine for me what I need?" And it turned out she knew something I didn't know. It's the perfect place for me in all kinds of ways. And I didn't know that. I had already put my money down on an entirely different place. But God knew, He knew my long term goal. I didn't know nothing about tiny houses until my girlfriend exposed me to it when I came visit her in Chicago and we was trying to go see Black Coffee and was out there cute in our skirts and found out we wasn't we wasn't ready. We weren't ready for that Chicago hawk in them cute skirts we was in. So we didn't see the concert from Black Coffee. Instead, she turned me out. She said, "I want you to see these tiny houses." I was like, "What, girl?" That same chick that turned me out to house music, she turned me out to tiny house. So ever since, I've been just in love with the whole entire concept. And that's all I want. That's all I want. I don't want no mansion. I don't want to never have to move a truckload of no goddamn thing. I've been traumatized from moving. I had very traumatic moving experiences. And the first time was 15 years ago. I was well 18 times, sure go back. 18 years ago, and church people ripped me off. um, I I was so sick I couldn't care for myself, and I moved all my stuff into storage. And these church folks, I gave them my key, entrusted them with my key, and these motherfuckers set all my shit out like it was garbage. For anybody to come and pick and walk away with any fucking thing they want, they took the best out of it. While I'm sick in the hospital, trying to recover, trying to get myself together enough to move, and I was just too sick to do it. So my brother had to come and get me, and these church folk played God with my shit. And that was very traumatic to lose all your stuff like that. The whole while I'm moving and saying, I don't want to start all over. But shit, if God wants you to start all over, that's just exactly what the fuck He gonna have you do, which is what happened to me. And so I don't want that happen again. Then I had to move abruptly when a gun was put up to my head for my phone. My daughter helped me get the place I'm in. She helped me as far as that go, but it was still drama and trauma behind that. So I just never want to have to move nobody's shit. I want to just drive away in my house with everything in it that I need. So wherever I go, my home go with me and see what I can see in this world. So anyway, I'm gonna get up out this as always. Peace and love. So I'll see you again in the next video. And thanks for joining me, Davita. And I'm so happy for you on the community plot. And I encourage that y'all see a community guard, ask them what their terms are, because a lot of community guards will let you buy a plot and grow whatever you want on that plot. Yes, it's true. And Davita Jane, she's proof of that. She did it, and I believe me, you ain't gonna regret it. Cause I can't wait to put my zucchini in. I'm tired of going to them grocery stores with they piss poor pickings.